I thought I had Asia all figured out. South Korea's technology amazed me. Singapore's cleanliness impressed me. Malaysia's food left me speechless. Japan's culture touched my soul. But then I landed in Hong Kong, and within 24 hours, something happened that made me question everything I thought I knew about Asian cities. What I'm about to tell you, nobody warned me about. And honestly, it changed my entire perspective on travel. Let me paint you a picture. For the last 4 months, I've been island hopping across Asia. I spent 3 weeks in Seoul living like a local, eating street food, and singing karaoke until sunrise. I wandered through Singapore's futuristic gardens and pristine streets where even chewing gum is illegal. I got lost in Kuala Lumpur's night markets, bargaining for batik shirts and eating roti canai at 3 a.m. I bowed at ancient temples in Kyoto and rode the bullet train across Japan. I felt experienced. I felt like an Asia expert. Then my ferry pulled into Hong Kong's Victoria Harbour, and I realized I knew absolutely nothing. Hey, quick pause. If you're curious about what happened next, smash that subscribe button right now. This is a brand new channel dedicated to honest travel stories about Asia. Drop a like, share this with your travel buddy, and let's continue this wild journey together. The first shock hit me before I even left the airport. In South Korea, everyone was polite and quiet. In Singapore, everything was organized and controlled. In Malaysia, people were warm and relaxed. In Japan, there was order and respect everywhere. But Hong Kong airport, pure chaos mixed with perfect efficiency. People rushing in every direction, speaking Cantonese, English, Mandarin, Tagalog, all at the same time. Businessmen in $1,000 suits standing next to backpackers. Luxury shops next to cheap food stalls. It was like someone took 5 different countries and smashed them into one building. My brain couldn't process it. Then I took the Airport Express train into the city, and my jaw literally dropped. The train was faster and smoother than Japan's bullet train, and I didn't think that was possible. But here's the crazy part. Through the window, I watched the landscape change every 2 minutes. Modern glass skyscrapers, then suddenly old fishing villages, then massive shopping malls, then mountains covered in green jungle, then the ocean, then more skyscrapers. In just 24 minutes, I saw what looked like 6 different countries. Singapore is clean but flat. Malaysia is diverse but spread out. Japan is beautiful but separated. Hong Kong is everything compressed into one tiny space. I checked into my hotel in Tsim Sha Tsui, and the size shocked me immediately. My room was smaller than my bathroom back home. I'm talking about a bed, a tiny desk, and a bathroom where the shower is literally above the toilet. And this cost me $80 a night. In Malaysia, I had a huge room with a balcony for $30. But here's what nobody tells you. In Hong Kong, space is the ultimate luxury. People pay millions of dollars for apartments the size of parking spaces. The city is squeezed between mountains and ocean with no way to expand. So they build UP. I counted 64 floors on the building next to mine. That first evening, I decided to explore the streets, and this is where Hong Kong became a different beast entirely. In Seoul, streets are wide and organized. In Singapore, everything is planned perfectly. In Tokyo, there's space and structure. But Hong Kong, picture this. Streets so narrow that 2 people can barely walk side by side, yet somehow thousands of people flow through like water. Neon signs hanging so low you can touch them. Shops selling everything from smartphones to live fish to ancient Chinese medicine, all on the same block. Buildings so tall that the sun barely reaches the ground. It felt like walking through a video game level designed by someone who doesn't believe in personal space. The food scene absolutely destroyed my expectations. I loved Korean barbecue in Seoul. I enjoyed hawker centers in Singapore. I obsessed over nasi lemak in Malaysia. I had perfect sushi in Japan. But Hong Kong food culture is on another level of intensity. At 7 a.m., I found a dim sum restaurant packed with grandmas fighting, literally elbowing each other, for tables. The waiters were throwing plates on tables and yelling orders in Cantonese. There were no menus with pictures like in Japan. No English translations like in South Korea. Just chaos and the most delicious dumplings I've ever tasted in my life. And it cost me less than $5 for a feast. The energy was wild, aggressive, and absolutely addictive. Public transportation became my obsession. Japan's trains are famous for being on time, to the second. Singapore's MRT is clean and efficient. Seoul's subway is high-tech and comfortable. But Hong Kong's MTR? It's like they took the best parts of every system and added rocket fuel. Trains every 2 minutes during rush hour. Signs in 3 languages. Stations connected to shopping malls that connect to office buildings, that connect to restaurants, that connect to residential towers. I never went outside. I traveled from my hotel to a mall to a restaurant to a park without ever touching street level. The city exists in layers: underground, ground level, sky bridges, and rooftops. It's 3-dimensional living. Then came the language situation, and this is where I got really confused. In South Korea, many people speak only Korean. In Japan, English is limited. In Singapore, everyone speaks English. Malaysia has Malay and English. I prepared myself for language barriers. But Hong Kong broke all the rules. People would start speaking Cantonese to me, switch to English mid-sentence, throw in some Mandarin words, and finish in Cantonese again, all in one conversation. A taxi driver spoke to me in English with a British accent, then screamed in Cantonese at another driver, then answered his phone in Mandarin. This city speaks in layers, just like it exists in layers. Your brain has to work overtime just to keep up. The mix of old and new shocked me differently than Japan. In Kyoto, ancient temples are preserved and separated from modern life. In Seoul, traditional palaces sit peacefully among skyscrapers. But Hong Kong, ancient traditions happen inside modern chaos. I watched a 90-year-old woman burning incense at a 200-year-old temple that was literally squeezed between a 7-Eleven and a luxury watch store. Street markets selling live chickens sit under billion-dollar apartment towers. Buddhist monks walk past Ferrari dealerships. Nothing is separated. Nothing is preserved in a bubble. The old world and new world aren't neighbors. They are roommates sharing the same tiny apartment. Shopping culture revealed another layer of madness. Singapore has organized malls like Orchard Road. Malaysia has bargaining at night markets. Japan has unique boutique shopping. South Korea has beauty stores on every corner. But Hong Kong, it's shopping on steroids. Ladies Market has 100 stalls in one street selling everything from fake designer bags to iPhone cases to soup ladles. Then you walk 5 minutes and you're in Harbour City, one of the world's largest malls with actual Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Poor and rich shopping exist side by side. I bought a $2 t-shirt and saw someone buy a $50,000 watch on the same day in the same neighborhood. The wealth gap is visible and extreme. The night markets gave me sensory overload. Malaysian night markets are fun and relaxed. Korean night markets are trendy and Instagram-worthy. Japanese night markets are organized and clean. Hong Kong night markets, absolute beautiful chaos. Temple Street night market hit me like a wave. Fortune tellers reading palms next to stalls selling underwear, next to guys singing Cantonese opera, next to restaurants cooking seafood on the street. The smell of stinky tofu mixed with incense mixed with grilled squid. People haggling in aggressive Cantonese. Neon lights everywhere. My senses couldn't handle it. I loved every second. Then I discovered the hiking trails, and this completely shattered my image of Hong Kong. Everyone thinks it's just a concrete jungle of skyscrapers and shopping malls. But 75% of Hong Kong is actually nature. I took a bus to Dragon's Back Trail, and within 30 minutes of leaving downtown, I was hiking through jungle mountains with views of empty beaches and the South China Sea. Nobody told me this existed. In one day, I had breakfast in a skyscraper, lunch on a mountain trail, and dinner on a fishing village beach. Singapore is too controlled for this. Malaysia is too spread out. Japan separates its nature from cities. Only Hong Kong mixes urban insanity with wild nature this seamlessly. The work culture and lifestyle pace made South Korea's busy culture look slow. Korean people work hard and party hard. I experienced that. Japanese people work with dedication and discipline. But Hong Kong people? They move at double speed constantly. I watched office workers eating lunch while walking, talking on 2 phones while crossing the street, checking laptops while riding the MTR. Coffee shops are full at 11 p.m. with people working. Restaurants serve dim sum at 6 a.m. for people starting their day. The city runs on caffeine and ambition 24/7. There's no slow-down mode. Even the grandmas at the market move with purpose and speed. It's exhausting just watching. Social rules and behavior confused me the most. In Japan, there's deep respect and politeness everywhere. In South Korea, there's clear hierarchy and social order. Singapore has strict rules about public behavior. Malaysia is relaxed and friendly. Hong Kong, it's direct, loud, and honest to the point of being aggressive. People will bump into you without saying sorry. Waiters will rush you if you're taking too long to order. Shop owners will tell you directly if something looks bad on you. But here's the beautiful part. It's not rude, it's just efficient. Nobody has time for fake politeness. The city moves too fast. Once I understood this, I actually loved it. It's refreshingly honest. Here's my final truth that hit me on my last night. Hong Kong isn't like the other Asian cities. It's the rebel child that refuses to follow rules. South Korea impressed me with technology and style. Singapore amazed me with order and cleanliness. Malaysia warmed my heart with diversity and food. Japan touched my soul with culture and beauty. But Hong Kong, it grabbed me by the shoulders, shook me awake, and screamed, "Keep up or get left behind." It's crowded, chaotic, aggressive, expensive, overwhelming, and somehow absolutely magical. It taught me that not everything needs to be organized to be beautiful. That chaos and efficiency can coexist. That old and new don't need separation. Hong Kong is what happens when you give a tiny piece of land to millions of ambitious people and tell them to make it work. And somehow, impossibly, beautifully, it works. This city didn't just shock me. It changed how I see what a city can be. So that's my story. Hong Kong broke all my expectations and I'm still processing it. Have you been to Hong Kong? What shocked you? Drop your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe because I've got more honest Asian travel stories coming your way. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next adventure. See you in the next